Hi, this is Kerry Artek with Wicked Stocks bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Friday, June 21st, 2024. But before we check out the charts, I just want to ask you to please click like, share, subscribe, and check out wickedstocks.com, where we offer a full suite of both daily and weekly analytical videos, just like the daily Tesla and daily NVIDIA reports, daily analysis in the SPY, daily analysis in the Triple Q, weekly analysis in the S&P 500 index, the NASDAQ 100 index, and Apple stock, as well as 2 individual stock picks a week that you never see on YouTube that cater to the 3 to 5 week swing trader out to the 3 to 5 month near-term investor, always looking for 20% moves or more on those underlying stocks. And you get to see all of this for free. We offer a 5-day free trial up front. So check out wickedstocks.com. Let's take a look at the charts. I'll start with this daily chart here, actually, to sort of underscore or highlight the buy signal that occurred in early May, the significant buy signal when we closed above the descending channel top, descending flag at the top of a move, now well below the market at 78.11, but nonetheless indicated a newly formed, really a 6-month channel top that is today at 125.12 as a 2 to 3 month target. I mentioned at the time, but I also thought possibly within a month, and it took about a month to reach it. We did hesitate here for a bit before gapping above it about a week and a half or so ago, culminating with really Thursday's high, the all-time high. On Thursday, we did test a near-term objective, a 3 to 5 day target following that buy signal above 125.12 at 142.36. And so that is an area that can contain daily buying pressures. And I've made some adjustments to the downside, and you can see channel support today at 129.54. So really what I'm saying is 129.54, despite yesterday's near key reversal high, had we closed below Tuesday's low, that would have been the classic bearish engulfing pattern in candlestick speak. I call it a key reversal high, oftentimes a sign of an overbought market that is inclined to correct. We may see that. 129.54 is your pivot point today. That is just a couple of ticks above Thursday's low, the low of the high. So that has pivot point qualities in and of itself. If we break or open today below 129.54, I do see the possibility for this 120.09 to 121.58 region, which is based entirely on the daily chart. And that comes into play here. You can see it is a rising 1/3 speed line projected off that April low, and also a rising channel bottom projected off the same low area. I like the speed line. It's a softer angle of rising. You know, with this incredible vertical move we had, the softer angle you can get on these classic line studies, the better I like it. So I do like 120.09 to 121.58 as our next pullback support area that may well contain selling not only through next week, but even through the month of July. Now, let me back up a little bit because I know this to some extent contradicts what I've been saying about the weekly chart at 124.66. So I do have 124.66 today, and that is really the weekly chart equivalent of 125.12, which I also kind of squeezed in here as a minor point. But I will say once again that if we happen to break or open today below 129.54, yes, we can bottom out for the day at 124.66. So I don't want to ignore it. That is an important area. But in terms of kind of like snapping the momentum of this rally that we've seen now, really for the last month and a half or so, I don't see that playing out unless we close today below 120.09, and I don't see that happening today. So I'll get back to kind of the day itself. 129.54 daily support, able to contain session weakness, and above which 135.58, the high settlement price, I might add the all-time high settlement price that was put out on Tuesday, is in reach, can contain intraday buying pressures. If we push through 135.58, being a Friday and all, we actually might retest today that 142.36 channel top that we actually did test on Thursday. It can contain daily buying pressures, and if we close today, and I don't see it, but if we were to close any day above that 142.36 formation, we're just another day away from reaching 147.39. This is a chart that's probably very familiar with you. if you've been or familiar to you, if you've been following the NVIDIA report for the last couple of weeks. It has been this channel resistance sequence. 142.36 we tested contained daily buying pressures. We mentioned how it just might contain 3 to 5 day highs, and that looks to be the possibility here. Now, I don't want to discount 125.12. I really don't, as a level that can contain possibly even session weakness. And the same formation on the weekly chart is 124.66. So I did round down today, and I do think it is in reach today if we happen to break or open below that 129.54 formation. But I don't even show that here. What it backs up this chart, I think right now, in terms of a bullish momentum as we move into July, is this low 120s, 120.09 to 121.58 area. We could bottom out here today, perhaps, and as long as we close today above 124.66, the weekly chart also sort of complies in all that, which is to say that the long-term buy signal that played out last week when we closed above this structure, anticipating 158.38 as a 1 to 2 month objective, that all remains intact with a settlement today at or above 124.66. And even if we close below 124.66, I just don't think bearish momentum has really bullish momentum has exhausted itself unless we close below 120.09. And I don't see that happening today, but if it did, if we do close today below 120.09, then the 101.86 formation becomes our next. This could be within 1 week with a high volatility collapse, or it could take 2 to 3 weeks. But closing below 120.09, we expect 101.86. Until then, holding above this area can absorb selling into July, and from here we can rotate up to new highs within a week or two of testing 120.09. So bullish momentum remains intact into July above the low 120s, and certainly above the mid 120s as defined by this channel top at 125.12. So I'm throwing a lot of numbers at you. I hope I've made everything pretty clear. I'll just go back to the support resistance here today, and that is to say that 129.54 can contain session weakness, and above which we can test a sister formation, retest I should say, at 142.36 over the next 3 to 5 days. And yes, if we close today below that 129.54 level, we should Monday, Tuesday see the low 120s. Yes, if we open today below 129.54, we could see this area today, but you can't ignore that channel top on the daily chart at 125.12 and on the weekly at 124.66, which is why I still have that as a solid day support level. Upside, once again, 135.58 can contain intraday buying pressures. And, if we push through 135.58, we just might retest 142.36. Closing above 142.36, expect this channel top, 147.39, which still remains a 1 to 2 week target, mind you, able to contain buying through next week. And if settled above our longer term objective, our 1 month objective at 158.08, likely within a matter of 3 to 5 days. Anyway, I threw a lot at you. I hope that all made sense. If it didn't, rewind and watch again, I suppose. I'm going to leave it at that. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Check out the daily Triple Q report. Well, the Triple Q is now pushing, and has been for the last few days, into a significant zone of long-term 4-year channel resistance, really, that may well contain buying through the third quarter and into later year. And that is bound to have consequences for NVIDIA. But it's not to say that NVIDIA will follow suit. It can sort of break away from the pack, so to speak. It's been leading it all along, but we'll see. It remains to be seen. Please click like, share, subscribe. I'll be back Sunday afternoon with Monday's NVIDIA report, and you have a great weekend.